What's going on, everybody? This is Chris and Aaron here, buddy Aaron, and we are with NeXGen Pioneers. We are establishing a new podcast YouTube channel together here. We are mainly covering basically anything to deal with like outdoors, so fishing, hunting, shooting, just about anything and everything you can think of. We are really going to cover what it means to be like a modern day outdoorsman and kind of the physical, the actual environment that we are growing up in and figuring out how to be outdoorsmen in, and also the political and government side of things and how that affects, newcomers here. So I'm going to give it to my friend Aaron here. You give him his little spiel about what he thinks. But yeah.
Well, he's already thrown me in there. I'm Aaron, and we're going to try to take you on a little adventure through many episodes on trying to nitpick the little things that hunters nowadays have to go through. I mean, we already had our forefathers and the previous pioneers. We're the NeXGen Pioneers. We have a lot to learn from all of our predecessors. I think that's how it's called. I don't know. Not that smart, but you're gonna have to fight with me on all these pronunciations on words. But the biggest thing, what we're trying to get across is, the new age of hunting and fishing and just outdoor sports and stuff like that. It has changed a lot since what our fathers taught us. Especially if some of y'all don't even hunt or fish. Some of y'all are just on this channel, just being like, wonder what these guys are talking about today. But it's going to be an adventure. We got a lot to talk about. Me and Chris has been good friends for many years. We were in the Air Force together. We spent times overseas, and we've done just about everything you could possibly think of together. We went out on out west hunts, did deep sea fishing, and we can't wait to talk about all our experiences with you guys. And it's just going to be it's going to be a long podcast.
Yeah,
so we're going to have to break this up.
We got plenty of content to cover here. We got tons of stories, experiences, opinions, political aspects of things. The way the current environment is for an outdoorsman, it's not like Aaron said, it's nowhere near like what it used to be for our parents or even our grandparents. I mean, they were able to go out and do just about whatever they want. Now we have to contend with overdevelopment, overreach of government insight, or outdated laws such as, like in my state, I'm from Pennsylvania, Aaron's from Maryland and now lives in West Virginia. But like in Pennsylvania, we're not allowed to do Sunday hunting. And then on top of things, we're not allowed to use semi-automatic weapons. It's just, it's crazy. And we hunted we were stationed in South Carolina. We hunted together there, and it was like a free for all there. Like you could do whatever you want. Rifle season started August 15th. And went all the way to January 1st. And when we were down there, it was like unlimited bucks at the time. You could just shoot whatever. No point restrictions, no nothing. So we'll be going over like all these details and reloading stuff. Some, little hot topics when it comes to reloading, or even just gun laws in general, suppressors.
We'll try to keep it with the seasons like that are kind of in like certain areas. Like, granted, summertime, I highly doubt many people's going to be doing hunting. Maybe some coyote hunting. Invite me. I'll be doing the same. We'll cover it through the seasons, but we'll definitely hit off topics, and then whenever hunting season first comes across, we're definitely going to be on top of the game, like right beforehand, talking about new tactics that could pop up, and we'll probably end up having a couple special guests hitting this channel over the next following probably 6 months. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
But name of the game is I learned from my father on how to hunt. Wrigley did not have a father who hunted, but look at him. He's a pretty successful hunter, great fisherman, and he's learned from some of the best. So learning hey, how do I learn? And what do I do? Where should I go? And we'll try to guide you along this, and we'll definitely answer emails, especially if you guys try to follow us and stuff like that. We'll give you definitely some good information on what to do.
Yeah, we're definitely more practical people. We know what the book says, and we know what the reality of the situations are. So it's you're going to get a pretty interesting viewpoint here. It may not be what you consider the best viewpoint or the right viewpoint, but it's our viewpoint just based off of experience and how we see things. You know, we have a different viewpoint. You know, we're vets. We kind of see things a little bit differently when it comes to regulations and everything else like that. And we kind of see things more of logically versus emotionally. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I promise you, it's going to probably be the most unique viewpoint or podcast on outdoorsmen, hunting, fishing, anything really, shooting, that you're probably going to see on any of these platforms. So I promise you guys that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get a lot of viewpoints, especially on laws and stuff like that. Because whenever I hear my father talk, like, yeah, back in the day, boy, like I'm like, what? Like we couldn't shoot any of that whenever I was hunting and starting out. But, it all goes by state. And, a lot of what me and Riggs know is basically the East Coast. We'll definitely go about all our, like we're starting to get into Sika deer hunting out on the eastern shore of Maryland. That has been an adventure. We've already did a couple trial runs. Yeah, pretty much had some success. So we'll be definitely talking about a lot more like that. It's definitely a dream hunt. A lot of people want to go on, and we'll definitely cover that type of stuff. But as Riggs was saying, this channel's probably be a little bit political too, as on the aspects of just hunting, fishing, stuff like that. I mean, you look at what happened, or look what is happening during or for the Chesapeake Bay for striper fishing this season. I mean, it was shut down for all of trophy season. That pissed off a lot of freaking captains out there.
Hurt a lot of people's wallets too. Yeah.
And we're me and him stacking research, trying to find out, why is all this going on. We kind of get a feeling on what's going on with all that, but we're here to just talk about it. See if give you guys something to listen to, and hopefully you guys follow us to, check us out. We're going to be talking about it all.
Yeah, don't be hesitant about messaging us if you guys are local or whatever. You want some viewpoints or whatever. You got some questions, you want some topics covered, you want our opinions on something, don't feel free to reach out, and we'd really appreciate you guys following our pages and possibly subscribing to our pages. YouTube, we're across all platforms right now, so we got accounts just about and everything. So if you guys really could, please, if you're interested in this channel, interested in this content, please consider following us, being a supporter of this podcast, because I feel like it's going to be worth your time. It's definitely going to be worth your time. You're definitely going to get a kick at it. We're pretty funny guys, so it's
I'd like to piggyback off of that. It's definitely going to be worth your time. And if you're not wanting to donate money, go to Patreon. Try to support us. At least follow us. It gives us a little glimmer of hope on what this channel can actually lead us to. Why are we here? That's like the one biggest question. Why are we here? I wish I would have had somebody sitting there talking in my ear while I'm at the gym or going to work or whatnot on how, just everyday life is just starting to get a little less glamorous in the hunting and fishing industry right now.
Yep.
You have the worst time in history to go out and hunt and fish, because all the legislative and laws that's put in place. Now, granted, I'm not against it all. There's a lot of great laws out there that protect our habitat, and I'm thankful for them every day. As we grow, think about the population. There's more and more people in the world every day, so I understand. More laws do need to be in place, because if everybody was allowed to keep as many trout as they want, just specific species of fish, there would be none. As soon as they stock them, they'd be gone.
Yeah.
So there's great laws in place, but I'm not here to sit there and bitch about everything, but definitely give you the logistics and some of the laws that are set in place for certain reasons, and it's just we're just here. I never got this information. I always had to do research and spend my time on the interweb, which is our forefathers didn't have the interweb. They just did whatever they wanted to do.
and we're very passionate about it. I mean, we're not like your average YouTuber who just goes out and expects and only does easy content videos or anything. I mean, me and Aaron have been on 12 to 14-hour float trips and not caught a single fish, doing like musky fishing and stuff like that. So we also
And had a damn great day doing it.
And we still make the best out of every situation. It's you're not gonna. There's not many people left in this world that are as passionate as us when it comes to the outdoors, fishing, hunting, shooting, just anything. Like we have a strong passion and love for everything there is, and we have a very strong respect too for nature. We respect and passion and everything we do. I mean, not every day is going to be a home run. Not every hunt is going to be successful. Not every fishing trip is going to be successful. But, we still have a blast. We still find a way to do it. We spent 3 days sitting in the marsh at Chesapeake Bay last year, and we still had a blast. I mean, we didn't, obviously we weren't successful, didn't harvest any Sika deer, but we still had a blast doing it. It was a very good learning experience. So we learn a lot through failure. And we don't get disheartened from it. So we're very passionate. So that's probably the primary reason why you guys should really stick along and follow us and keep up to date what we're posting and listening to what we have to say. Because I feel like it's very rare. It's very rare nowadays. You find people that are genuine and true and very passionate about these kind of ordeals. Just most people are shallow. And they're looking just for the content. They're not out there just to enjoy being out there. They're out there and they get mad when they don't catch anything, or they're mad when they don't see anything hunting or harvest anything hunting. Like I can't tell you how many deer I let walk just because I just like watching them. Like I had tags, I had a good shot, I just let them walk.
Just remember, it's called hunting and fishing, not gathering and catching.
Yeah.
Like it's a hobby, it's a sport, and it is a way of life. Like me and Riggs will not claim that we are some country boys from the woods that know every little in and out on how to trap and catch fish and hunt and be very, very successful. But we've learned from our experiences, and I've been raised to hunt and fish and get everything that I need to survive. I mean, like a lot of people say city people can't hunt. Well, I'm hunting with the city people right now. I hunt backyards. It is a very, very great tactic, and it is very difficult. It comes with its own challenges, and that'll be a whole episode in itself. Mountain hunting versus urban hunting. The urban hunting community has been on like a rampage here lately on how great it is. Well, it's in law, you never could hunt in behind somebody's house and behind DC. But we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, we're just scratching the surface here, but wrap things up here. We really appreciate you guys. Please follow us along Instagram, YouTube, just everything out there. All of our podcasts, please, if there's an option to like it, please do. But yeah, guys, we can't wait to post our first real podcast where we get really into detail about a certain subject. So, yeah. And that's about it. You got anything else to say, Aaron?
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much summed it up. Let's get the showboat on the road. Hit that like button. Just follow us. Find us on our platform. What are we on right now? We are on
Buzzsprout.
Yeah, Buzzsprout, and they send the link out to every podcasting channel. Spotify, Google, iTunes. Yep.
Google Music. The Apple Store one, and just a bunch of other stuff. So
I get that this podcast is a little bit different because there's like two people talking, sometimes over each other, and hopefully you enjoy it. I mean, we have two distinctive voices, and we will, like me and him, we will butt heads on some issues, and it's going to be it's going to be a great time. You guys don't want to miss those. You might see me throw my headphones, just walk off one day. But
there's been times where I drove him off the wall where he had broke his rod on mid-float trip. So
that's a whole podcast in itself, there, boy.
That was a long day.
But yeah, we're just trying to gain traction, see if this fits our lifestyle. I mean, granted, we got some time on our hands, and we want to spread the knowledge. Like, there's a lot of people out there that this is just frowned upon anymore, and that's why we are here. I mean, don't you agree, Chris?
Yep, a lot of people.
It's gonna be hard.
But
it's gonna be hard for me to call you Chris.
Oh yeah, is it?
Riggs. I call him Riggs. So if you hear me say Riggs, that man right there is Riggs, or
Okay,
over there, one of the two.
yeah.
But we are NeXGen Pioneers. You know, we're going to take this thing all the way.
Yep, we're gonna be posting at least weekly. At least weekly, we'll have a podcast out, and like Aaron said, we're gonna be trying to match it up with whatever the current season, or maybe like right before, maybe like sometime June, July, August. We'll start talking about your game plan for the upcoming deer season, things you could do to prepare, all that jazz, and then we'll talk about future plans, and then we'll talk about some of our experiences. Just everything. We're literally going to cover everything, from fishing to hunting to shooting. We're boating. We both have boats. It's from little tiny trickle creeks to big rivers, big gigantic rivers, from freshwater to saltwater. We do it all. Like we have no. We just like doing everything, so it's cool.
We haven't decided on like how long our little podcast is going to last. I mean, it's more or less viewer base. Like we could make them 20 minutes, we could make them 2 hours long. I mean, I know me and Riggs, like we sit there and talk on the phone for like 2 hours just about how our trip went or how our day went in the woods or whatnot. So, I mean, there's a lot of information out there, and if you guys like hearing us talk, just communicating, bickering, talking shit, I don't know. We'll definitely be the guys to fill your ears. So, I mean, you guys tell us the time. We could do it for 20 minutes. We could do it for an hour, weekly. We might even spice it up, put 2 out a week. It just depends on, our time frame and stuff like that. So, we're NeXGen Pioneers. And Riggs, go ahead and wrap this up. Let's get out of here.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next one.